All right, so this is just going to be a short video over the part of the notes that we finished today. So we're just going to cover just through e-waste. All right, so if we look here, just a couple definitions. Waste is anything that is not useful or consumed. So humans are the only organisms that generate waste that other things can't use. So the example I used in class was raccoons. When raccoons produce waste, it is feces. That feces is useful. So it's either going to be used as fertilizer for plants or broken down by bacteria and other microbes or maybe fungi, different fungi. So it is used. It's going to go back into the system. Humans produce a lot of things that can't be used, again, by other organisms like plastics, metals, and toxic components that we're like mining out of the ground in different ways. MSW, the municipal solid waste, is anything like it's the refuse, the trash collected by the municipality from houses, businesses, institutions, hospitals, although hospitals will have a separate waste stream that will be like hazardous waste, but anything that is in a trash can. And then we talked a little bit in detail about recycling. So you might want to add in the reduce, reuse, recycle. We'll talk about that more. But this is, you guys have heard this before, I'm sure. Reduce means you're going to want to use less. So using less usually falls on the manufacturer. So manufacturers, back in the 90s when I was a kid, I would buy a toy and it would come in like a clamshell plastic package that was super thick plastic that was also wrapped in shrink wrapped plastic, and there would probably be like cardboard inside of the clamshell. As time goes on, we have used less to wrap things because companies have gotten on that reduce kind of angle. Reuse is reusing something. So, you buy a water bottle from the gas station and you fill it up with water a second time. Or the example I used in class was these glass yogurt jars that my daughter likes. I collected them and we used them to plant flowers for the Environmental Awareness Club. So reusing is literally using something for another purpose, or for the same purpose multiple times. And then recycle literally takes items from the waste stream and it allows us to recycle them into something new or into more of the same thing. So recycled water bottles into more water bottles, or recycled water bottles into shoes or fabric or something. Here we have these two graphs. I'm hoping you can see my little mouse that's kind of going over there. Here, let's zoom in a little since we've got the screen. So here we've got our total municipal solid waste generation. And what you'll notice is it's gone up, but our per capita has actually kind of gone down. Not very much, but a little bit since, the 2000s. So we are seeing this per capita generation decrease. And then here we have our total recycled has gone up, so has our percent recycled. So we are getting better at recycling. Disposal, most of it is landfilled, and about 26%, and this is US, is recycled. There are a couple different types of dumping. So first is open dumps. This is literally dumping trash on the ground somewhere where everybody puts their trash. It pollutes the air, it pollutes the water, it can pollute the soil as the rain falls on the trash and it seeps down into the soil. It is much more common in developing countries because they don't have the facilities to have a sanitary landfill, which we'll talk about some other time. It can also include things though, like pouring oil into the sewer. So this is something that some people will do. They'll change the oil in their car and then they'll pour it down the sewer drain. In most places, the sewer drain goes directly into a river. A lot of times the sewer drain is not filtered. Now, in some places it will. It just depends on whether you have a combined sewage overflow or whether it's a rainwater sewer. But if it's just a strict rainwater sewer, that is not going anywhere to be treated. And about 200 million liters per year of oil are poured into the sewer. There's also oil spills and then littering. I was just behind somebody a week ago or so, and he threw a bag of Cheetos when he finished it out the window of the car. That is an open dump. It is not a large dump because he just threw the one bag of Cheetos, but it still counts as open dumping. And in most countries, it is illegal. However, this guy did not get pulled over for throwing his Cheeto bag out of the car, and it's very unlikely that you would get any kind of legal action from that.